Dr. Brenna Steinberg with Frederick Foot and Ankle, where we treat fractures of the foot and the ankle bones every day. I'm here today to give you my little lecture on bone healing. First of all, many factors determine how fast a broken bone will heal. Some of these factors are how healthy you are, which bone was injured, the mechanism of the injury, and the severity and extent of that injury. Now, with that said, it's very hard to judge, and there are some instances where the bone does not heal together. And when this happens, it is called a non-union. Seeking proper care early and following the doctor's recommendations can have a huge impact on preventing this from happening to you. Along with rest, ice, elevation, and eating a healthy diet with protein, and taking vitamin D and calcium will help the healing process. Now, assuming you are a healthy person, soft bone takes 4 weeks to heal. That means that a bony bridge has formed in the fracture site, but it is not fully healed until 8 weeks have passed. So for example, if you have a stress fracture of your second metatarsal bone, I will tell you not to jump up and down on the foot for 8 weeks at least, and this is pending x-ray evaluation. Of course, this varies from person to person and from injury to injury. The heel bone is the best healing bone in the body, and the sesamoid bones under the big toe are the worst because they are in a high pressure area. Now, many times a fractured sesamoid bone needs to be surgically removed. At Frederick Foot and Ankle, when we see you for a bone fracture, we will do a complete medical history along with a focused physical exam. X-rays are always taken, and an MRI or ultrasound will be done if it's needed. We will put you in a cast or a walking boot, as well as fit you for crutches. We will even perform surgery to fix the fracture fragments together with a wire, plate, or a screw if that is what's needed. Our offices and doctors have the experience, the equipment, and the training, as well as the facilities to get you better faster. But most of all, we will make sure that you understand what to expect during the healing process.